Now we move on to the next poem, A Bird Came Down a Walk by Emily Dickinson. Emily Dickinson was an American poet. She is believed to be the greatest and the most original poet of all times. Her poetry is widely read by the people of all ages and interests. She wrote a lot of poems, but most of them were published and gained fame after her death. Her famous poems are Wild Nights, Hope, Fame is a Bee, etc. This poem, A Bird Came Down the Walk, describes the simple yet beautiful actions of a bird searching for food and then taking flight. The poem begins with the speaker describing a bird which she sees near the walkway or the pavement or the footpath near her house. The bird did not notice her. It picks up an angleworm, that is earthworm, and it bites it into two halves and eats the worm as such, raw. Birds eat like that only, isn't it? They pick up the grains, worms, insects and swallow them. Then the bird drinks a dewdrop from the grass. When the bird saw a beetle, it moved or hopped to one side to allow the beetle to pass by. The bird looks around carefully as if it was frightened. His frightened eyes are compared to beads here. The speaker tries to offer some food, but the bird refused to accept it and it flew away. The flight of the bird in the open sky is compared to a ship sailing in the ocean or a butterfly flying in the afternoon time. For your convenience, this poem is divided into two modules. The first module is the first and the second stanza. The second module is the third, fourth and fifth stanza. In this poem, the word he refers to the bird and the word I refers to the speaker. Look into your books, children. I'm starting with the first stanza, page number 29. A Bird Came Down the Walk by Emily Dickinson. A bird came down the walk. He did not know I saw. He bit an angleworm in halves and ate the fellow raw. Now here, in the first stanza, the first sentence, it said that a bird came down the walk. The word walk means pavement or footpath, or you can say walkway. He did not know I saw. The word he refers to the bird and the word I refers to the speaker. The bird did not see or the bird did not know that the speaker is watching him. He bit an angleworm. The angleworm means an earthworm. He bit it into halves and ate the fellow. The word fellow refers to angleworm here. Raw means as such, just swallowed it. Okay? The speaker begins by describing the simple yet beautiful movements of a word. The word walkway or walk means footpath, pavement, etc. It refers to the pathway. It can be the sidewalk or a path of some kind near the speaker's home. The speaker is able to observe the bird's action without it immediately becoming frightened. This says something about human and the interaction with the nature, isn't it? Birds are scared when they feel the presence of human beings nearby. They will not behave in the same way if they know that they are being watched. So the speaker very quietly comes and stands or observes this bird. The bird is unaware of that. The bird then finds a worm. It's an angleworm, that is an earthworm. It eats it raw, biting it into halves. Is it clear? Now I move on to the second stanza. And then he drank a dew from a convenient grass and then hopped sidewise to the wall to let a beetle pass. Here, the word dew means dewdrop, a drop of water. From a convenient grass, the word convenient means easily available. A drop of dewdrop, a drop of water or a dewdrop in a grass. In the early morning you can find, no, the dewdrops on the leaves, tree leaves or on the grass and all. So one drop the bird drank. And when he saw one beetle coming by, he moved towards the wall, towards one side, to let the beetle pass by. So here the meaning of the second stanza is, the speaker says the bird went and drank a drop of dew. Drank a dewdrop, that is water from a nearby grass. The bird doesn't have to go anywhere else to find water. It quenches its thirst by drinking the dewdrop from the nearby grass, a convenient grass, what is easily available there. In the next two lines, another life form is introduced. What does it say? The second or the third and the fourth line in the second stanza. And then it hopped sideways to the wall to let a beetle pass. So here in the next two lines, another life form is introduced. The beetle, it is also a life form, a living thing, isn't it? When the bird sees the beetle, he hops to a side and allows the beetle to pass by. The bird and the beetle might be simple, very simple creatures or simple living beings to human eyes. But the bird makes a conscious effort to hop to one side and let the beetle pass. So here in these two stanzas, we can see how the speaker describes a bird which he saw in the pavement. The bird caught an angleworm, that is an earthworm, bit it into half and then ate it. The bird drank a dewdrop from the nearby grass. The word he refers to the bird, okay. And when the bird saw a beetle, he moved towards the wall and allowed the beetle to pass by. Is it clear, children? Now, children, can you tell me the rhyming words in these two stanzas? In the first stanza, the rhyming words are saw and raw. And in the second stanza, which are the two rhyming words? Grass and pass. So now we come to the end of the first module. Thank you, children.